In the History of Pyrrus, embark on an epic journey as you delve into the enigmatic past of Lord Pyrrus. This extensive quest challenges you to uncover relics from ancient battles and forgotten tales, leading you to collect vital items that will unlock the secrets of Pyrrus's history. Guided by Valuna, your journey will take you through treacherous lands, facing fierce foes and unraveling mysteries that will ultimately prepare you for the confrontation with Lord Pyrrus himself. Each piece you recover not only brings you closer to the truth, but also rewards you with treasures and XP, shaping your destiny as you progress toward the beginning of the end. Are you ready to uncover the lost fragments of a legendary saga and fulfill your destiny? The History of Pyrrus is a long main quest which tracks your progress as you complete the Relic of the Past quests. It tells the story of Lord Pyrrus and is one of the required tasks to complete the beginning of the end, which give you Sapphira's half-broken locket and allow you into Pyrrus's solar to fight Lord Pyrrus. Valuna will give you hints to where you can find the next item, and then you'll be required to bring each item back to her. Most of the items are drops from monsters. Some are looted or rewarded in a quest. Each dropped item triggers its own quest that only requires you bring the item back to Valuna to collect a coin and XP reward, though the objects need to be brought in order. In this video, I will show only the first part of this quest: objectives and walkthrough. This is a very long quest and you will need to travel around a lot. The first two items come from Saphira's Lament, and then every time 2 drops per item per region, except from the region Keppel Cavern, 3 drop item per region. And every time you acquire the requested item, you will need to return to Valuna in Saphira's Lament tent at B8. There is a teleporter, NPC near her, for convenience. She will then tell which item you need to get next. Learn about all the segments of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna will tell you every time from who the next object will come. Learn the first segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object we need will come from a merry bark. First item: ancient chisel from a moss bum in Saphira's Lament. Learn the second segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will appear from a fiend in the dark. Second item: crumbling town hall roster from a cave fiend in Saphira's Lament. Learn the third segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature who restores life. Third item: fractured statue. Fragment from a creature who restores life, stone mender in Pyrrhon Courtyard. Learn the fourth segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature who throws but does not shoot. Fourth item: Henosis, Shrine. Hammer from a creature that throws but not shoots, stone barrager in Pyrrhon Courtyard. Learn the fifth segment of the history of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a fire breather. Fifth item, jewel from the shrine of Henosis. From a fire breather in Pyrrhon, Lower Keep, Shale Drake. Learn the sixth segment of the history of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature gifted in many things. Sixth item, archaic arrow. From a creature gifted in many things, winged prodigy, in Pyrrhon, Lower Keep. Learn the seventh segment of the history of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from an enemy with more legs than brains. Seventh item, broken garden. Tool from an enemy with more legs than brains, rock creeper and Pyrrhon mezzanine. Learn the eighth segment of the history of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature who desires to dwell in the bastion, but not yet can. Eighth item, Calypso statue. Fragment from a creature who desires to dwell in the Pyrrhon bastion, but not yet can in Pyrrhon mezzanine kill any creatures on the west pathway, from the teleporter Emeria to the portal for Pyrrhon bastion, until a Calypso statue fragment drops. Learn the ninth segment of the history of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature who desires to dwell in the ramparts, but as of yet cannot. Ninth item, rusted sword blade. From a creature who desires to dwell in the Pyrrhon ramparts. In Pyrrhon mezzanine, kill any creatures along on the east pathway, from the teleporter, Emeria, to the portal of Pyrrhon ramparts. Learn the 10th segment of the history of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature who places great stock in the power of runes. 10th item, half-carved stone from a creature who places great stock in the power of runes. Runed Golok in Pyrrhon Upper Keep. Learn the 11th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature who judges beneath an armor of stone. 11th item. Ardent Gavel. From a creature who judges beneath an armor of stone, kill armored Golux in Pyrrhon Upper Keep. Learn the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object is kept by a powerful minister, one filled with hate and lies. 12th item, Ancient Warrior Shield. 13th item, Fated Wizard Cowl. 14th item, Priest Cassock. Remains 15th item, Hunter Jerkin. Remains is kept by a powerful minister, one filled with hate and lies. Comes out of archaic knapsack that is dropped by killing Zagreb in Pyrrhon Oratory. Learn the 16th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a creature in study who wishes to use their speed over strength. 16th item. Bloodstained Dagger will come from a creature in the study who wishes to use their speed over strength, kill slag slicers in Pyrrhon Ramparts. Learn the 17th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from Stoic Monster, who absorbs the blows from the enemy with grace. 17th item. Town Hall Flag will come from a Stoic Monster, who absorbs the blows from the enemy with grace. Kill slag bruisers in Pyrrhon Ramparts. Learn the 18th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will be kept by a student of the dark arts, wielding power over brawn. 18th item. Tarnish Tournament Award will be kept by a student of the dark arts, wielding power over brawn. Kill spellbound golem in Pyrrhon Bastion. Learn the 19th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from the regenerative powers of the Slag clan. 19th item. Ancient mining pick will come from the regenerative powers of the Slag clan. Kill slag menders in Pyrrhon Bastion. Learn the 20th, 21st, 22nd segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a dark place, near ministers who use culture for their own gain. Valuna foretells that the item will be some sort of book, symbol or pendant, flower. 20th item, Argento's journal. 21st item, the seal of the triumvirate. 22nd item, the stone rose of Quintus, will come from a dark place, near ministers who use culture for their own gain. Go to Pyrrhon Chapel and search for the dusty cabinet on the left and right sides of the seatings. Open it and get this items. Learn the 23rd segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object was lost in the underbelly and was found by a creature who casts. 23rd item, Ring of Malak. This object was lost in the Pyrrhon underbelly and was found by a creature who casts Kill Underbelly. Wizard or underbelly null wizards and nulls both casts spells. Learn the 24th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from an archaic being, something that unnaturally lives to this day. 24th item, Archaic Shattered Mace, will come from an archaic being, something that unnaturally lives to this day. Kill Undead Chemist in Pyrrhon, Apothecary, or Archaic Undead in the Gargoyle Creation Caves. Learn the 25th segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object is misunderstood. It is kept as a source of power, hidden away beneath the stone of the decor. 25th item, Mysterious Holy Relic. This object is misunderstood. It is kept as a source of power, hidden away beneath the stone of the decor. Kill Armory Statues, Pyrrhon Armory. Learn the 26th, final segment of the History of Pyrrus. Valuna foretells that the object will come from a place of preparation by masters who oversee their stone companions. 26th item, final segment. Bloodstained Banner will come from a place of preparation by masters who oversee their stone companions. Kill Lithe Masters in staging chambers. It should be noted that finding this part was quite challenging, as initially there was only one monster that needed to be defeated. However, after defeating all the monsters on the map, more Lithe Masters appeared, and only then was it possible to obtain the required part. If you encounter the same issue, I hope this helps you as well. Valuna wants me to talk to the benefactress and tell her what I have learned. With this mission in mind, Valuna wants you to return to Nocro village to the benefactress. End of Part 1, and immediately starts the History of Pyrrus. Part 2. Conclusion. The History of Pyrrus. Part 1. As you reach the end of this part, your journey is just beginning. Valuna wants you to return to Nocro village and tell the benefactress what you have learned. Your adventures are far from over, as the History of Pyrrus. Part 2 awaits, filled with new challenges and mysteries that will reveal an even deeper story of Pyrrus's past. Will you be able to overcome the trials ahead and uncover all the secrets of the battlefield? Prepare to continue your adventure and discover what truly lies behind the name of Lord Pyrrus. Thank you for joining me on this thrilling journey through Part 1 of the History of Pyrrus. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets of Lord Pyrrus, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss Part 2. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What part of the quest intrigued you the most? Do you have any tips for fellow adventurers? Your insights could help others on their journey. Get ready to dive deeper into the epic saga of Pyrrus as we continue our adventure. Until next time, brave adventurers, keep your eyes peeled for hidden treasures and dark secrets waiting to be uncovered.